Doing Sandesh here, and I'm going to be reading from Tech for Gamers. It's about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it's called Assassin's Creed Shadows. Devs think the game is the worst thing they've ever seen, says Ubisoft. Story highlight: Assassin's Creed Shadows has faced a lot of controversy, and it is yet to be released. Even the developers working on the game think it is the worst thing ever. However, the executive producer thinks it will be good as he used to think the same way. Assassin's Creed Shadows is arguably the most controversial title this year. Due to the controversy and the game's condition, it was delayed. Star Wars Outlaws underperformed and was also one of the main factors for the delay, as the gaming giant wanted to polish its game more now and release it on Steam. Well, the thing is, as far as like the most controversial title this year, it's definitely one of the most controversial titles of this year, but I wouldn't say it's the most controversial title of this year because the thing is, you got I mean, you had games like Suicide Squad for example, and that was done by Rocksteady, and look what the hell happened to that. So I would consider that one of the most controversial games of this year because it was done by such a celebrated developer, and it was like, look what happened to it. It was like you wouldn't even believe that Rocksteady done it. So but obviously we found out that obviously since the original founders left, and then it was just the others, and then they were obviously forced to do it in the way that they did. But Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't singly the most controversial title this year. It's definitely up there though, no doubt about it. Um, and also one of the main factors of the delay, as the game giant wants to polish its game now and release it on Steam, as far as Star Wars Outlaws. But the thing is, Ubisoft has always done this: release it in the shitty state, and then polish it afterwards. So it's just a tried and true formula that Ubisoft does anyway. I mean, even when Star Wars Outlaws was getting patches, there were still problems nonetheless. It was like it was never ending. And I'll tell you one of the main reasons why Shadow was delayed was because of the whole samurai black samurai thing. It's obvious because don't forget, even the Japanese government was gonna sue the publisher. So I would say it was more so that reason. I could be wrong, but many fans didn't find the upcoming Assassin's Creed that good, and it seems like the developers working on it think the same thing. According to the franchise's executive producer, the game's developer thinks it is the worst thing they have ever seen. Why it matters? Given how massive the controversy is, many have already considered Assassin's Creed Shadows to be the worst Assassin's Creed game yet, so the developers' similar opinions might be damaging to the title. Um, During the Q&A session at the XDS24 conference, Mark Alex Cortez, I think that's how it's pronounced, the guy's name, the executive producer of the Assassin's Creed franchise, revealed that half of the team working on the upcoming game think it is the worst thing they have ever seen, even though they are playing it. Even though, here's a quote from him. Even though they're playing the game right now, and I think it's the worst thing they've ever seen. It's going to be good. We're going to get there. While the team has quite a controversial view of Shadows, the executive producers seem optimistic. If the game had been launched on its previous release date, then it might have received a lot of hate from the fandom. So delaying it was a smart decision, even if it hurt the company's worth. Coulter further talked about his initial experience working on Assassin's Creed. He didn't have much faith in the first game as he thought there was no way this thing would end up shipping, but it got a 91 score on Metacritic. So he was wrong about the game, and he implies that the developers who think Shadows is the worst thing they have um is the worst thing they have ever seen. My mind too. Yeah, but yeah, there's the article. My what I think, the fact that like I said, no amount of patches it's just gonna fix the problems. They didn't even have to do this game. They just didn't have to do this game. They could have done their games on what the fans actually wanted. Like, I don't know. They could have done they could have done a new a whole brand new Prince of Persia, and I don't mean the Lost Crown one, not that one. A whole brand new one. They could have done that. They didn't do that, and they're obviously on. They're clearly not doing the Splinter Cell game, which people want. Not doing that, even though people want a legit stealth espionage game, because obviously people are just dying for one. But no. And so the thing is, they're just gonna keep on doing this stupid shit, and then keep on wondering. Oh, I wonder what happened. Why don't? And the fact that even they're acknowledging it, or the fact that oh, it's not good, but then the executive producer saying, oh, but the thing is, it will get better over time. It's just like no, it's not gonna get better over time because at first impression it means a lot, and you should know this, to be honest. And yeah, it's just gonna turn up, it's gonna turn into a shit show as usual, just like a lot of Ubisoft games do. But the thing is, it's just like this year has just it's just like recently it's just gotten worse and worse and worse, and it's their own fault for not listening to listening to gamers on what they want, on what type of games they want, because all Ubisoft did was just chase trends, and it's just completely backfired them financially. So anyway, let me know in the comments of what you think. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.